I'm so fucking excited. I'm moving next week. Oh my God, it's almost over. It's almost over. So I keep reminding myself it's almost over. So I have had a fuck ton to say. There's a lot of videos that aren't public yet. I've had a fuck ton to say about the bullshit situations I've had in my household, particularly this past year, but it really, the exact same shit was happening for 2 years before that. I just didn't realize everybody who was involved in that. It was people that we brought with us too. Oh, God, my heart rate's really high again. I probably should get my flowers and trees. It's from the stress of this fucking situation. It's almost over. So the thing that is the most amazing, no, there's many amazing things. But yeah, the house is like 20 steps like upgrade from this house that we were really quite happy with. We would have stayed long term, but I'm fucking pumped, honestly, that something happened that's like, no, you're moving. You thought you knew what you were doing. Universe is saying, nope, we're changing that. So we got a house almost double the size in a much closer neighborhood. That's like one of the hugest things for me. There's so, God, I'll recapture so much time, so much just dead space time, which, you know, I feel in productive ways whenever possible. But driving from deep North Portland, like around Columbia Boulevard, almost St. John's, driving from there instead of starting from Overlook, like mere minutes, so much closer to town. I can get started working, driving so much quicker. I can get home quicker. I can go to my doctor's appointments now. Getting to my acupuncture office takes 3 minutes instead of 14 to 16, somewhere in there. I've regained that time now. Now that time belongs to me. I'm not driving during that, and I'm going to go there weekly now. So, because if I couldn't go weekly when I lived out here, because it's, you know, a whole nother hour of just fiddle fucking around and getting to and from. And I don't always have 2 hours to give to acupuncture, even though I want it and I know it's beneficial. So yeah, I'm celebrating that. But one of the other things, one of the many, many things is one of the main reasons, one of the big reasons I'm moving out of this house is because it became ever clearer that we were just not compatible. Our needs and interests and desires were just incompatible. There was no way for us to find common ground where everybody could be happy. And the one in particular that was the most difficult and upsetting, and is the impetus for like, I can't live here anymore because it's hurting me, was fragrances. And before these two moved in, they knew that there was no fragrances. That was 3 years ago. And we had a billion conversations about it over those 3 years. You know, every time we interviewed another housemate, every time somebody dosed me with like fucking body spray or something, I'd have to bring it up again. I hate having to fucking repeat myself and having to like renegotiate things that I thought were complete. Like the conversation was done. We're not having it repeatedly. So yeah, so when we moved into a smaller house, now all of a sudden they're like, no, we actually never stopped using fragrances. You just didn't know because we were in a bigger house, and now we're in a smaller house. We want to keep using them. I don't give a shit that it costs you 4 days of work each time I use my fucking lotion. So there's still a lot to say. Obviously, I'm still upset. But here's the new experience. The new experience is that, you know, I added a little more emphasis in the ad, our housemate ad, around no fragrances. And every single person who has expressed interest and we've met with so far is like, I love it. It's not going to be a problem for me. I already essentially live scent free. I might like to use runners. Is that possible? And so I'm gonna, I may, yeah, that would be a possibility. So, but they're all like, yeah, no, that's great. No, let's do it. No pushback. And I'm not feeling this like, are you just saying that or do you really mean it? So that feels amazing. And then what also feels amazing is, even though I've had these sort of experiences a lot, I this time I actually posted about it, and the experience is someone leaving their fragrance behind when they've been in my space. So in this example, I am a Lyft driver. I drove Friday evening. I forgot, honestly, that one of the reasons I don't usually drive Friday and Saturday evenings is because a higher percentage of people wear fragrances on those nights. So anyhow, I drove for about 90 minutes. I had 15 people in my car. A lot of them were wearing fragrance. I have a special cover for my seat. Theory being, I'll take it off when it gets smelly and clean it, and my actual seat cover will be protected. I'll get to why I'm not upset about that in a minute, but I got back in, so that was Friday night. I got in my car Sunday morning and was like, oh my God, I can smell it so bad. Like, I start having the reactions and stuff. I wear a mask when I'm driving, when there's people in my car. Windows down, have the filter working. Like, I do a lot to mitigate all this. But yeah, Sunday morning, I could still smell these people from fucking Friday night. And then yesterday, let's see, what's today? Today is Tuesday. Yesterday, no, okay, back to Sunday. I pulled the seat cover out. I sprayed it with vinegar. I put it in the sun. I did that again the second day, another day. So 2 days I did that, but actually in between, I put it back in the car and I could still fucking smell it. But even when it was off, I could smell my seats, like my actual seats. Somehow fragrance got on them. No, I'm rethinking. It might be on the door. Yeah, it might be on surfaces they touched. Okay. So I got to spend some time cleaning the seat belts and doors. Anyhow, I put the seat cover back on. I could still smell it that next day. I took it back off, sprayed it a bunch again, had it out in the sun again all day yesterday. Sprayed it over and over again every time it would dry. Put it back in yesterday because I worked. Got in again this morning. Still fucking smell it. So I guess I have to read the wash instructions for the fucking cover. Anyhow, I posted about that. And I have gotten so many amazing supportive responses, and every single one of them is like, yeah, me too. It limits my life too. Like, so I'm really grateful that I've started a conversation where I'm not the only one who's struggling with this. I that felt really, really good. I think it's like 16 responses so far, like really thoughtful, like, even adding some more information that I didn't know. Like, one gal said that, it's been proven that women who have worked at fragrance counters for long periods of time have fertility issues. Fucking alarming. Anyhow, yeah, a really rich conversation is going. Of course, it's all very supportive and like, wow, yeah, didn't realize it was like that advanced, like that hard for you. And it's just, like, I'm not sure it could be more opposite than the like, well, yeah, we knew that we couldn't have fragrances in the house and we knew that it made you sick, but we want to do it anyway. Keep pushing for it, pushing for it. The other thing is, it keeps showing up. Shit keeps showing up in the house. And like, well, I'm sure this isn't going to really bother her. I don't want to have to fucking investigate all the time. I don't want to have to say, yes, this one's okay and that one's not. I don't want to fucking think about it again. I want to have the agreement. It's just a no. If I find a fragrance thing that will work, I will choose it and bring it in. I shouldn't have to like, oh God, I smell something out. Like, I shouldn't have to ask repeatedly, hey, is there something new in the house? Because it's getting me. They should just not fucking bring it in. Case in point, there's a laundry product that's been added. So every time I do laundry, I have to, I have a homeopathic I can take. I'm gonna go take the homeopathic that my friend Alder told me about. And it makes sense that I'm tired right now, and I can't help but wonder, because part of it was fucking exposures I've been getting lately. Okay.